PUBG and Fortnite are making a killing on mobile, Call of Duty is joining the party soon, as well as Apex Legends. So the big question is, where is Overwatch? Hey Warriors, I'm Ben, and today on Android Gamespot, is Ace Force the next Overwatch on mobile? And before we begin, I publish new videos every week, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell for more epic content. Overwatch took the world by storm when it came out, and no one saw the blizzard coming. No pun intended. Just kidding. The game attracted almost 10 million players at release in 2016, and by 2018, 40 million of you were playing the hero shooter. Overwatch Success isn't really a surprise to me. The game is great on so many levels, but we cannot overlook a major detail driving that success. The powerhouse behind the game, Blizzard, and its decades of ruling over the online multiplayer genre with hit after hit. So before we dive into Ace Force, we should peek behind the curtains and talk about who is making the game. Tencent, a name I'm sure many of you are familiar with, and it's not a stretch to say that Tencent is to mobile games what Blizzard is to AAA games, as they are behind some of the biggest successes on mobile. And they're working as we speak on games like Call of Duty Mobile and Dragon Raja, a supposedly MMORPG game changer on mobile. And I've talked about both games in previous videos, links are in the description if you want to know more. But back to the point. Who is Tencent exactly? Tencent was founded in '98 and quickly attracted a huge player base. Tencent got so big so quick that it is now worth more than Facebook. And even if you think you haven't played their games, chances are you probably have, as they own companies like Riot Games, the makers of League of Legends, Supercell, the guys behind Clash of Clans, Clash Royale, and Brawl Stars. Tencent also has major shares in big AAA companies like Epic Games, the makers of Fortnite, and Activision Blizzard. You know, those guys that made Overwatch. So does Ace Force have that powerhouse behind it that can make it a global success? The answer is a giant yes. Yes, it does. But even the biggest gaming company in the world needs great games to keep going. So does Ace Force has all the ingredients for success? And just what is Ace Force exactly? Released mid-August 2019 in China, Ace Force is a hero-based first-person shooter on mobile that emphasizes co-op in team-based matches, where you can pick from a roster of characters that each offer a unique set of skills and attributes. So, depending on what hero you choose, you could be anything from a long-range sniper to a mid-range gunner to a healer. And that also means finding the best way to play on the battlefield and get that victory through teamwork. If that sounds familiar, the similarities with Overwatch don't end here. So just how similar is Ace Force to Overwatch? Let's get something out of the way. Ace Force is an original IP with an anime art style and its own cast of characters. Having said that, it's hard to deny the overlaps and similarities. The gameplay, for example, feels somewhat similar, from unleashing powerful abilities like a barrage of rockets to capturing objectives on a map. And many of Ace Force's cast are inspired of Blizzard's iconic multiplayer shooter. You have the anime equivalent of Soldier 76, the entry-level all-rounder, and both Widowmaker and Torbjorn spin-offs are available as early-level unlocks. Back in 2017, a Chinese Overwatch knockoff was released on mobile by the name of Hero Mission. It didn't make much fuss, and it has been long forgotten since. But where Tencent is trying to set Ace Force apart is in its game modes. The modes available include King of the Hill, Team Deathmatch, Invasion, and this isn't a joke, Barking Royale. Ace Force's take on the Battle Royale gameplay with dogs into the mix. I'm not sure why or how the mode would work, but time will tell. So with all this in mind, is Ace Force going to be the Overwatch equivalent on mobile? And if so, will we get a release in the West? Tencent's newest first-person shooter is basically Overwatch Lite for mobile, but on closer look, it is also inspired from both Apex Legends when it comes to gameplay mechanics and Borderlands with the cel-shaded graphics. And Ace Force might be as good as hero shooters gets on a smartphone. As for the release, the game racked up more than 13 million pre-registrations in China, and that's more than Overwatch at launch. And once released, it jumped to the top of the app download chart, and it's already one of China's top 25 highest grossing games on Apple devices. As of right now, Ace Force is limited to China, and it is too early to tell if it will be a breakout hit for Tencent. Although from the early stats, I personally think that it will, and that would mean a Western release, which the mobile gaming market definitely needs, as Ace Force is a strong entry into the mobile hero shooter genre. And that sums up if Ace Force is the next Overwatch on mobile. And I'm curious, have you guys tried the game? Do you want to see a worldwide release? Let's continue the discussion in the comments down below. Of course, if you enjoyed this video, your likes are very much appreciated, and subscribing is a good idea if you haven't yet, as I make new videos like this every week. Also, special thanks to my Patreon and YouTube supporters, and if you also want to support the channel to keep getting better, you can sign up for a membership on YouTube or Patreon and get access to plenty of awesome rewards like behind the scenes footage or video shoutouts as a bonus. Links to both are in the description. Once again, I'm Ben, thank you warriors for watching, and I'll see you next time right here on Android Gamespot. Stay epic.